Filmed in front of a live audience at twitch.tv/wolvesofpirates.
Okay. Let us talk to the people. Talk to the people. Alright, we gotta heal this person.
Oh, it's you two. Does he seem like he's doing any better now?
He who? Oh, you mean Dohalim, don't you?
I know that we're all struggling to wrap our minds around it all, but he looked like he was taking it really hard earlier.
What do you think about everything we've learned? About the Renans and the Great Spirit and all that?
On some level,
Hey, what's up,
I'm
man?
not even really sure what to think, to be honest. I mean, the Great Spirit is like a huge natural disaster, but with a mind and will of its own. But if that thing's hellbent on trying to destroy our planet, then the only thing left for us to do is stop it. As for the Renans, I suppose my feelings on that are a bit more mixed.
How so?
Coexistence between Danans and Renans in Menancia is still a work in progress. In my case, I think that's partly because deep down, I was still on guard around Renans. So, to be told that they're like us, that they're actually just like us is, well, I guess it's a little deflating, to be honest.
You kept a pretty level head.
You mean about the Renans? At the end of the day, the Helganquil and the Great Spirit are the ones who are responsible. But at the same time, I realize that not every Danan is necessarily going to believe that either.
I know you're
Answers
already
finally.
aware of this, but the
Fitting
list
name.
of grievances the Danans
Brothers
have
Hot as
against
Hell
the
again, really?
Renans is long,
Fuck.
and
We're
understandably
finally
so.
getting, like, maybe
And
gold. It was like
if
70
people then
yesterday.
find out that they're all actually one and the same, yeah,
That
I don't
34,
think they're
35,
going
I
to
don't know.
take to it too kindly.
Even just among the Danans, I'm sure there'll be some who emerge with power and some who won't. I think if we can find a way to get rid of that imbalance, then we'll be in a truly good place.
Well, first we can try to figure out what to do about the existing conflicts we have.
Yeah. It'd be nice if one day people could learn to get past their hatred like Rinwell did.
It's no small task. We can't pretend like the past didn't happen and ask people to forget their very real pain and suffering.
Right. Everybody has their reasons for feeling the way that they do. But if we just keep yelling at each other about it, we'll never move on. In a worst-case scenario, it might lead to even more people getting killed.
And we all have to figure out how to meet halfway. Not just that, but to also embrace each other's pain in a sense.
That's an interesting way of putting it.
It's true. Everybody has their own scars, their own trauma. The first step to healing those wounds is to put aside that hatred. It won't be achieved through reasoning, but I think it's a good first step, if nothing else. And now, I think I see a way to move forward. But to do that, first we need to make sure our planet isn't going to get wiped out.
So hot the pool is like a bat. Oh god, yeah, that's too hot. You're close to the coast too, aren't you? Let me use my CP to heal you. Why are you even injured? What happened to make you injured? You found me collapsed again and helped me back up. Well, I appreciate it. Thanks to you, I can continue to go about my research. 5 happy bottle. Cool. That's too hot for being around the coast. IMO. Anytime it's hot around the coast, it fucking sucks. It's because it's humid and weird. Then again, if it's hot where I live too, it also fucking sucks because it's way more humid than anything else I've dealt with ever. Hi, Rinwell.
You both seem awfully calm.
Only because after everything we've seen, we don't have the energy to keep being shocked.
How are you holding up, Rinwell? That whole talk about the Renans looked like it shook you up a bit.
Yeah. I get this sinking feeling whenever I remember how Dan and mages like my family were persecuted and died out. And now, I finally know why that is. But I was thinking, if Renans end up living together with Danans again, then mages won't be such an unusual thing to see on Dana anymore, right? I know it's not as simple as all that, but Danins probably won't be so quick to let their guards down. And there might be Renans who still act superior because of their arts.
It wouldn't surprise me. 300 years of bad blood and prejudice isn't going to be an easy thing to overcome.
Yeah, I know firsthand just how much hatred can take hold in your heart once you let it in. But even so, I was still able to change. And if I can change, so can anyone else. So I was thinking maybe, I don't know, I could use my position as both a Danin and a mage to help bring both sides together.
Renwell.
That great spirit worries me too, though. Dana's will feels so warm and inviting. So why is Rena's will trying to destroy our entire planet?
Now that you mention it, Everett 35 and the other scientists here never really brought that up. Maybe they don't know either.
Maybe. But regardless, at the end of the day, Dana's still our home. There's no way we can let it be destroyed.
We won't. We'll keep it safe no matter what.
I'm gonna try to figure out the screen share thing for this computer this weekend. I have like the Steam thing on my TV that kind of works, but it kind of doesn't. But I would rather just do like a screen share. And I wonder if how that would work. There's got to be a way I can use this computer out in the living room and not have to get a new computer. That's pretty much what I'm getting at. There has to be a way.
I still can't believe it, man.
You're not the only one still trying to make sense of all this. Believe me.
Really? You've never struck me as the type of guy to get hung up on these sorts of things.
Did you forget what happened back in Thistleum? Once my memories started coming back to me, I felt completely and totally lost.
It was really that bad for you?
Yeah, it was. But thanks to Law and everybody else, I remembered that I still had things out there worth fighting for.
Man, I think you might be a better guy than me, Alphen. All I can remember thinking was, when's this guy gonna get his act together?
Law.
I was too worried about repeating the same mistakes I'd made back with my dad, and running away from the truth. That was no way to live. And I've tried to stay strong, my way. But all this talk about other races and the world ending, if I can be honest with you guys, it's just all too much for me to handle right now.
I know this is going to sound strange coming from me, but maybe the key is not to worry too much about the big stuff right now.
Oh, that's great advice, Jim.
Oh?
World's coming in. Don't worry about
my
it.
thorns,
Like something I would say.
for
Don't worry
obvious
about it.
reasons.
Fine.
But I never really
Fine.
opened up to anyone about them. And when I realized my visions pointed to a threat that was bigger than me, I didn't know what I should do or who to tell. But that's when I finally got it. You guys were all there for me, to teach me what's really important. I just had to open up and listen.
In other words, if you let the big picture stuff
I
get
need to
you all
plug with the
muddled
share
up
Windows
inside,
10 wireless
you'll
options
begin
work
to
over
lose sight
Ethernet.
of
I
what you
hope
really
so,
care about.
because I have
Yeah,
Ethernet running to
I
both
think
of
you're
them,
right.
the TV and
The
this.
thing that's most important, what I really care about, all I want to do is protect the
I hope
people
it
that
does.
really matter
That's
to
my-
me. To fight for them.
That's what I'm going to
That's
try
good
to do,
enough, right?
is to share display wirelessly
Not
thing.
everyone is strong enough to fight.
And hope that works.
It's something your dad told me once when he was
If
still
it
alive.
doesn't, then
Law,
the other
you
option
know
is to
you're
get
strong
a
enough
really
to fight,
long
and
HDMI
you're strong
cord.
enough to protect the people you care about. Forget all the big stuff going on. Just don't lose
And make
sight
it
of
like
what you
another
want to protect
monitor.
in the first
But
place.
then it sounds like there'd just
Sound
be a
good?
lot of like setup I'd
Yeah.
have to do every time, which is annoying,
Yeah,
and
I
I'd
think it
rather not
does.
do that. But I think that's
It's
unavoidable
like a
either
big
way.
weight's been lifted off my shoulders. I'll fight to
Or
protect
to get a
the
Wi-Fi
people around
card
me.
and put
Just
it in
like
my
I always
computer.
have. I think that's best.
So those are like my two thoughts right now. They're very finicky, really. How long would it have to be? 30 feet, 40 feet? Dolahim. Dolahim.
I apologize for making you witness that.
You mean hearing the origins of the Renans?
Indeed. It's shocking to have so many things I thought to be indelible fade away in mere seconds.
Even I'm still not sure everything we've heard here is actually true.
Let's not delude ourselves. if what we've heard is a lie, it's a rather elaborate one. I can only imagine that you must have been constantly feeling like this, ever since your memory returned, Alphen. And you as well, Shion. About your thorns, and being a maiden.
That's just part of being alive, don't you think?
Well, to say the least. But enough about me. I'm not concerned for myself. What concerns me is all of the other Renans out there.
When you say the other Renans, you mean the ones that are living on Lenegis or Dana, right?
Correct. Even if we stop the Great Spirit from annihilating Dana, our problems will still remain. Putting aside the untold state that Rena may be in, if we do not truly belong there, we will have to think long and hard about where it is that we wish to return to.
So, I guess your only real choices at this point are to either stay on Lenegis or come down to Dana, huh? And right now, Lenegis might not even be a safe option.
And at the same time, Danans are hardly likely to embrace Renans with open arms. If the issue is forced, things could turn dire.
What does the long HDMI cord
There
do?
is, after all, 3
Does it have just,
centuries
like,
worth
slow
of hatred
response
to
time and
overcome
stuff like
between
that?
us. And the victims of our rule have absolutely every right to feel animosity towards us Renans. Our own circumstances
Called
as the
Meercast
aggressors are
infrastructure?
irrelevant.
I didn't expect the former Lord of Menancia to be so down about people reconciling.
Menancia's fate was a stroke of good luck. There had been backlash over how it had been ruled, and I was blessed to have sympathizers among my ranks. Still, even now, there remain ardent dissidents.
More length equals... Okay,
But
okay,
things
that
can
makes sense.
still change if you have the right people to help lead the way. Isn't that what you hope to achieve
I
on
know if you
Lenegis
plug an HDMI
after
into an
this is all over?
HDMI with like an adapter, it's like garbage,
Indeed.
trash.
I have
And
fully
it's the same thing with
accepted the
extension
burden of
cords.
that
If you plug in extension
responsibility.
cords, a bunch of
In
them,
that regard,
they'll
I
like heat
remain
up
determined.
and not work.
On that note, I have something of a favor to ask of
That
you,
makes
Alphen.
sense.
Oh? What is it?
I wish for you to serve as a mediator so that the Renans can live on Dana peaceably. As the one and only blazing sword, I suspect the Danans may listen to what you have to say when problems arise.
And I take it that you'll be the one to represent the Renans?
Yes. I realize that I'm asking quite a lot of you.
Peter, can you increase?
However,
Okay,
the
so
fact
you
of
want
the
to, we want
matter
to do
is
the
that it will
Ethernet
take
thing
time
then.
for Renans to re-enter
eventually.
Danan society without any bloodshed. That is why.
You're the same as ever, Dohalim.
Is it too much?
No, relax. You get so tense and formal when you're asking for a favor. Listen, there's no need for that. We're friends.
Alphen, that's more than a favor. That's like someone
too
coming up to you and you're like, hey,
I can see
can I
you
ask
were
you a
raised
small
well.
favor? Could
That's
you
some high praise, Alphen.
sacrifice
And I'll
the
ask
rest
once
of your
again.
life?
This time just as friends. Alphen, will you
Like,
help
that's
me?
really what it is.
You don't even need to ask. Of course I will.
Thank you, my friend.
Want to be a political monarch for the rest of your life? Small favor.
Well,
Tiny, tinsy
It
favor.
sounds like everyone's learning from their past and using it to create a better future for everyone.
What about you, Shion? How do you feel about the origin of the Renans?
To be honest, I'm not really all that shocked, actually. I mean, I might be a Renan in the literal sense, but I've never really felt like one of them. Right now, it's kind of a mystery.
How do you mean?
Because for a really, really long time, all I ever thought about was how I was
I
going
really
to
want
die.
to know what it's going to do with, like,
Not if
since I
or
have 3
when,
monitors.
But how?
How is it going to share
I thought
that?
I'd die alone.
don't know.
That
I'll have to
fate
figure
had
that
me
out.
in its steely grip. I would have never imagined that I'd be traveling with someone like you,
Oh.
fighting to save Rena and Dana. I mean, how could I have? It's been going on for 300 years. All this tragedy and destruction. When you consider the Helganquil's part in all this, it's been even longer than that. It was Naori's hope that somehow, someone in the future would be able to stop it before it was too late. How it fell on us, of all people, to heed that call is a mystery.
I don't think Naori was hoping that we would just stop the world from getting destroyed. She considered me, a Danan, as a real person. And she very much
Good
cherished
quality,
her
it should
own
be
people,
fine, but
too.
experience a lot of longer development problems. Yeah, I mean, I
don't
want to
think
try
she
the
wanted
Ethernet
world
thing,
to
because that would just be
saved,
easier,
just
right?
so they could go back to
Like-
hurting each other.
I don't know. It might be too taxing on my
this is what
computer
she
to be
meant.
running that much shit too.
Huh?
Like 3
When we were
monitors
talking
and then
to
a
Kisara
fucking
earlier,
big screen
about
4K
all that
TV.
stuff, like everyone's needing to meet halfway and embrace each other's pain and suffering.
Might be too much. Whereas just screen
She
share
said
is like
that the
just
first
sending a
step down
signal.
that path was for each of us to put aside our own hatred. That means forgiving other people, even and especially before they forgive you.
Forgiving. So it goes both ways, right? Is that what you're saying?
Yeah, I don't just mean forgiving things that happened in the past either. Conflicts will keep happening.
But it also shoves
If we
things
have
to be
any hope
1080
of
over on my
moving on
TV,
and
which
building
kind
a
of
better
sucks.
future,
So
we have to all learn to forgive each other.
You know, you're right.
I'll have
People
to fuck
can
with it,
hurt
that's
one
all.
another without even meaning to. I know that better than most, thanks to these thorns.
It's not going to be easy getting past this pain. But if we can do it, I'm sure there'll come a time when we can all truly understand each other.
Oh man, this is way
I'm
too
there with you,
positive for me.
Shion. I too want to protect the world we live in, and all the people we care about. I think that's the very least I can do to repay Naori for everything that she did.
Yeah. I want a future that she would feel proud to live in, and I'm going to fight for it.
Whoa there, Savior Girl. We're here to save you too, you know.
Yes, I know. Don't worry, I haven't forgotten. I want to live, and that's the honest truth.
We did it. We beat the game.
Is everybody ready to do what needs to be done?
I am. There's a lot to think about, but at the end of the day, Dan is still in danger. I don't care who we're up against. We'll kick their ass.
What are your thoughts, Alphen? I want to know what's on your mind, too.
Like Law said, if we have to fight the Great Spirit on Rena, then so be it. It's trying to rob us of our entire world. And it's going to take not just our home, but all of existence along with it. That alone is enough to make it our enemy. But it's not only that. One way or another, I think beating the Great Spirit is going to be tied to us saving Shion.
You're saying there's a chance?
You're referring to the vision of destruction we all saw in Lenegis, I take it?
Yeah. 3 centuries ago, the astral energy that appeared at the spirit channeling ceremony showed Naori that vision. And to hear Shion tell it, it's the same one that she sees from her own thorns as well.
Indeed. Shion's thorns are comprised of dark astral energy, the one type which we know is native only to Rena. And if Rena's great spirit is what's behind Dana's pending destruction, then...
Shion's thorns are the Great Spirit? It's not actually on Rena like we thought?
What the fuck, really?
We don't know anything for certain. At the very least, though, I think it's possible her thorns are a part of the Great Spirit.
What? What? Where? How did
while
we get
the
to that
main body
conclusion?
resides in Rena.
Oh. She's like an outlet for it? How?
Shion.
If these thorns really are a part of Rena's Great Spirit, I'm going to go over there and give it a piece of my mind and then some.
Oh, he explains somewhat
The
okay.
question is, how do we confront it? Suffice it to say, that flower growing out of Rena is enormous, large enough to house the will of an entire planet. The Wedge and Lenegis were both hard enough for us to overcome in their own right. This is an altogether greater challenge for merely 6.
We need 2 more party
We
members.
only know
Hoodle,
about the
get in
Thorns
there.
connection thanks
Pick
to
up a sword,
Naori.
Hoodle. Hoodle, new party member. How can we make this game even better?
Everett 35 has been observing the Great Astral Spirit this whole time. It wouldn't ask us to fight it unless it has a plan of some sort. Let's go see what that is.
What would Hoodle's weapons be? Its little baby claws.
Our minds are made up. Let's go give Hevrek 35 our answer.
So if the Sovereign and Maiden were originally boot-up programs for Lenegis, what about now?
Even with the Forbidden Zone in ruins and the Renis Alma stolen, Lenegis is functioning fine. If it needed us before, it doesn't appear to now.
First they lumber you with a position you never asked for, then you're discarded like you're nothing? Who the hell do they think they are?
More importantly, who do they think we are? We might not even factor into their list of concerns.
I just hope everyone on Lenegis is safe.
Oh, okay. So she sealed
Worst
it
comes to
herself.
worst, Lenegis is equipped with a large number of starships that people can escape in. As long as the whole satellite
man.
doesn't
Thank
suddenly
you.
explode or something, they should be fine.
Wait, explode?
In any case, if we're truly going to make a difference, it's on Rena we're needed, not Lenegis. The people there will be fine.
Let's go to
I'm
Rena.
sure of it.
Right.
Okay, well, we need to what? This. Okay, never mind. We're not going to rest. Wanted to rest in the event of a boss, but who knows? We're fine. What level was it? Lower level? Can't remember. Not it, but we can go rest. Let's go rest. Get our CP back. Nap. Okay. Central? I don't fucking remember where this guy is. They didn't name these levels. There we go. Hevrek's level. What a very, like, Tales sci-fi name. It's so funny. Like, Tales doesn't dip into sci-fi ever. I don't... They might have a few times, but I don't think so. Like, maybe they have? I don't know. I know the most recent ones I played, like, never really did it. They always, like, push harder towards fantasy. This is way different.
We want to ask something first. You're asking us to fight an entire planet. How exactly do you expect us to do that? You must have something up your sleeve, or else you wouldn't put us up to it.
They did a really good job.
The great astral spirit is an immense being, but its actual will does not run throughout its entire body. Rather, its will is derived from the core, which supports the rest of the body, and is where its strength is most densely concentrated. Therefore, if you destroy the core, the great spirit shall become unable to maintain sentience, and return to being ordinary astral energy.
And how are we supposed to destroy that core?
By using the Renis Alma.
But we don't have that.
You will also need the assistance of both the Sovereign and the Maiden. They are our best tools for suppressing and controlling astral energy. Using their powers, the Maiden shall seal the great astral spirit within her body, and the Sovereign shall wield the power of the Renis Alma to destroy it.
Hold on. That sounds a lot like what Shion described before.
Yeah, killing herself to take out the thorns with her.
She was actually right all along.
By my calculations, your powers combined should be sufficient to destroy the great astral spirit, and disperse its energy widely enough to make it difficult to reform.
What will happen to the Maiden once we manage to beat the great astral spirit?
Any matter contained within the field of destruction shall be erased.
So it really will kill me.
This method is the most simple one available to destroy the Great Spirit, and is therefore our most reliable option.
What are our other options?
There is little reason to consider alternative courses of action when the most optimal among them is so clear.
You don't get it. I promised Shion that she wouldn't die, that we'd save the world without needing to sacrifice her. We didn't fight this whole time just to give up on her at the very end. If there's any other way to take out the Great Spirit, I want to hear it.
This plan shall lead to the fewest losses in preserving your world. Abandoning it is irrational.
That's...
It is vital that you proceed with this plan. A part of Rena's great astral spirit already resides within her. 300 years ago, the Great Spirit descended upon Lenegis in an attempt to assume direct control of the spirit channeling ceremony. We have reason to believe the Great Spirit left part of itself behind, and that it now resides in the Maiden.
Which would make Alphen's earlier hypothesis correct.
That part inside the Maiden belongs to the core, and can be used by the Great Astral Spirit to revive itself. So long as it remains, it will be all but impossible to fully eradicate the Great Spirit. That is why it is necessary for it to be vanquished only once it is whole. Without the Maiden's direct control over the Great Spirit, attacking it is futile, and will only serve to strengthen it.
No.
Wait. Naori said that the Renis Alma can suppress the self-realization of astral energy, and that the thorns could be neutralized by placing them in it. If so, can't the same also be done to the Great Spirit, seeing as the thorns are simply part of it?
Well, can it?
It is true that the Renis Alma is capable of what you suggest, and could contain the Great Astral Spirit.
Yes!
However, doing so requires fine control on the level of the spirit channeling ceremony, considering that the Renis Alma was previously lost when that ceremony failed. I cannot allow it. Its uncertainty is simply
You
too
ain't our
great.
boss.
What does that mean for us if you won't allow
We
it?
don't listen to you.
Your starship will not be restored, and you will all be unable to leave here.
Why you?
Fine then. I'd rather stay here and rot than do it your way.
Alphen?
Whatever we do, if we mess up, Dana's screwed. The Great Spirit will destroy it. If you're fine letting that happen, and we have nothing to gain either way, then I'd rather do nothing. We want to stop Dana from getting destroyed. We want to save it. But not if it means having to sacrifice one of us in the process. If all you're gonna do is sit back and watch us where it's safe, then quit ordering us around and shut up!
Boss time? Is it boss time? Can we fight him?
What you say is irrational. Be that as it may, I shall accede to your demand.
Damn it.
You'll agree?
I am an observer.
Be a dope
The
boss.
Sovereign, Maiden, and Renis Alma are my species'
Like he
greatest
shields himself,
achievement.
like his little shield comes up, but then like fucking all the tentacles kind of like move
I
forward.
wish to see how well they work against the
Then you have
Great
to fight 'em in this
Spirit
room?
light of our demise by its hands.
That'd be sick.
But what are we supposed to do about the Renis Alma? One of your
You gotta
buddies
kill his
ran off with
tentacles
it
to
back
lower
on
down the
Lennox.
shield for a second, then you get like a little bit to hit him, and then his shield
It
goes
is
back
likely
up,
that
and
the
his tentacles
Renis
come
Alma
back.
is with the Great Spirit, functioning as a catalyst for it to receive Dana's astral energy.
So our only option to retrieve it is to head straight for the Great Spirit and
Be
take it
plenty of
back?
boss bars, Arena. Oh no.
According to my observations, the astral energy is most densely concentrated in the center of Rena, where the Great Spirit's core is located.
So right in the middle of that giant flower then.
I have one more question. You've said that Rena's great astral spirit is already integrated with the planet. What will happen to Rena once it vanishes?
Without the will of the Great Spirit, Rena is predicted to collapse. Even in such a scenario, the energy will disperse, and the Great Spirit will likely not reform.
So you're saying that even if we manage to beat the Great Spirit without destroying it, we'll still be in danger?
Likely, the collapse will occur in stages. It is recommended that you all escape before the final stage.
Man, I wish that thing would tell it to us straight for once.
Havrek 35 and the others have gotten used to hypothesizing from afar is all. Fix our starship. We're going to Rena.
Excellent.
Excellent.
But I want to make one thing clear. We're doing this for ourselves, to protect what matters to us. We're not doing it for your sake, or because you told us to. Remember that.
It matters little to me. The end result shall be the same. Repair work on your starship has commenced. You'll have to wait until it's finished.
Look at this boss room. Fuck.
Man,
How sick would
is it
this be?
too much to ask for Hevrick 35 to talk like a normal person? I swear I can feel my brain starting to fry after listening to all that complicated stuff.
Don't worry. I think we're mostly done with him. Now all we have to do is rest up and wait. Once the Fall Knights is good to go again, we'll be taking off for Rena right away. Is the Rena's armor
also expect
really
them
our
to
only hope
watch
against the
that?
Great Spirit? There has to be another way,
I mean, there's like a in and
Shion's
everything, right?
Fire Master Core was able to suppress astral energy to prevent it from gaining sentience, right? Couldn't we make use of that somehow?
I'm not sure. In small doses, maybe. But with the amount of energy we're talking about here.
Back in Calaglia, the Blazing Sword was able to take in a whole spirit vessel's worth of energy. If it has the capacity to manage that, it can do this, right?
Except after it absorbed the energy, it ended up releasing it all moments later, remember? Let's not forget, it nearly killed you. Besides, this is the Great Spirit we're talking about, not a paltry
It's a
vessel.
shitty way to say that, Shion.
Even if I could use the
use
Master
my sword
Core,
to take out a
your
mountain.
body wouldn't be able to take the strain of channeling that much energy.
Hevrick 35 didn't mention it, and it did not seem the type to skimp on details. So assuming it's even possible, the chances are slim to none.
You're probably right.
Take time to completely repair your starship so you'll get some rest in the interim. Rest. You know what other game did a really good job of mixing fantasy with sci-fi? Final Fantasy VIII. The best Final Fantasy of all time! Even though everyone hates it, but I love it.
You still thinking about what the scientists told us? About where Renans really come from?
I am, but not for myself.
You're worried about the future of
Very
the Renan
good.
people.
Very cool.
The fact
Graphics
that
are
our
dated
people
as
have been
hell,
the same this whole
so it's hard to
time will
like
only
jump
give
back
the
in.
Danans further reason to
But
resent
it's
us.
good. Very good.
But you still intend to confront this truth
I
head
want
on,
to play it on
don't you?
stream. I really do. I own it.
Well,
It would take a
I
long
did
time
declare
though,
that
and I
would
don't know
live
what
my
the
life for
viewership would be.
living, and not the dead.
But I would love to play it again.
Even as I
really
dream
would.
of retirement.
There's a lot
I
of
shall
grindy
remain
shit you gotta
dedicated
do
to the
though, which would
cause.
be boring.
I'm sure you'll do great.
Like right in the beginning, you gotta go fucking
Now that I think
draw
about it,
from monsters.
I don't believe I've ever heard you criticize or reproach us Renans
that takes
even
like 2
once.
hours.
I'm no saint. I have skeletons in my closet too. There was definitely a time when I hated Renans for who they were.
I don't know. I could
I
stream
hated
it.
them just for being Renan.
We need to start thinking about
But
the next
you
game. I
changed
don't think
that,
I'm gonna do New
Dohalim.
Game Plus on stream.
You gave me an opportunity to see them in a different light.
That's
Thanks
why I
to
want to
your
get the shit
reforms,
working on
we were able
the
to stand next to
Mirrorcasting, 'cause I'll
Renans
just do it
not as
myself.
slaves, but as equals for the first time in our lives. Of course, I'm sure there were some Renans who still hated us on the inside. But we knew that not all of you were like that. There were those of you who were good, and that was a start. When it comes down to it, Renans are just people. They can be good or bad.
Can you two
just
make
like
out,
Danans.
please?
That is, in essence,
I want
the
them
heart
to
of
hook
your
up.
approach, isn't it? That we're all people.
Yeah, it is. When you can pull someone aside and talk to them one-on-one, then you have the chance to come to an understanding. But as soon as you stereotype, that chance goes away, and you stop thinking of them as people that you can relate to.
I understand what you're saying, but we're talking about massive numbers of Renans and Danans alike. Realistically speaking, surely they won't all be able to get along.
Even if we end up butting heads with one person, maybe we'll find better luck among their friends. If we can build a society that works like that, that'll be something worth nurturing and protecting.
So you wish for people to form real bonds and do away with the
Yeah,
hierarchy outright? To deal with
I
one
agree with
another
that.
as humans, and nothing more? That's the ideal future you hope to see when this is all over?
Yes, I do. I think it would make for a fine tribute to my brother's legacy. Though, that said, I would be doing it for the people of the future first and foremost. Do you still plan to return to Lenegis when this is over?
Indeed I do. I don't know whether I'll be able to reside in Lenegis proper, however. My first order of business may be to find somewhere to live.
You'll always have a home in Menancia, you know.
As I shall ever keep in mind.
Well, if you ever need a helping hand, don't hesitate to come get me. I'll always be there for you, Doe.
Did you just... Never mind. Thank you, Kisara. I appreciate your patience as I work all this out.
Don't even mention it. And really, when you think about it, now that we know the two of us aren't so different after all, don't you think that brings down a barrier that used to be between us?
Whoa!
You know, I hadn't actually thought
Kisara's
of it that way
going
before.
hard.
But I do like the sound of it.
Yeah.
Kisara's
I
like
do too.
blatantly flirting with you. It couldn't be more obvious, Dolahim. Get it. Is this really? This is the cutscene that's
Hey,
like they're just
why'd
gonna
you call
like
me here? Was there something
they
you
don't
wanted
build
to
on
talk
it.
about?
Yeah. This is the
Well,
cutscene pretty much where they're like, yeah,
if
they're
everything we've
gonna hook
heard
up
about the
eventually.
Great Spirit is true, then we're getting close to our final battle. So I wanted to apologize while I can.
Apologize? For what?
I was being real stupid before, about whether Dana's will had been controlling us and all that. I get why you're angry now. Anybody would be if something they trusted was being questioned. So, I'm sorry, Rinwell.
Well, Rant when
Really.
you beat the game, that
I
was on
should
my
have kept
mind.
my
All
mouth
right.
shut.
No, Law. Honestly, I think you might have been onto something.
Tales games
Of
do
course you were
botch
worried.
endings sometimes.
Who wouldn't be if they found out there might be some invisible
The game
force
can be
pulling our strings
fantastic.
this whole time?
And then the ending can be real dumb. There's a
But
few
you-
games that did that.
you really
I won't say which
trust
ones
Dana's
because
will,
they're still
don't
worth
you?
playing.
Is it because you
But
can
it
sense it
is
a lot more than
known
the rest of
that
us?
they do that.
Because you can understand it?
Yeah, I think that might be part of it. But I think I also want to believe it's good.
Believe?
Remember how I used to really resent coming from a family of mages?
Ending
Yeah,
isn't a
of
botch.
course.
Cool.
Because you were always on the run and had to live in
There's a
hiding.
few of them that did it though, and it was like,
When we rescued Zephyr and,
I was
and I
mad.
finally decided to come along with you all, something changed inside me. It was the first time I felt like my powers had any meaning, even if that meaning was only helping you guys fight. Then, when I felt Dana's will, I was overwhelmed by how vast and warm it was. It made me want to believe my powers were made to connect with it. It made me believe I had a bigger purpose.
So that's why you hope it doesn't turn out to be bad. You almost need it to be kind.
Yeah.
Well, alright. Then I promise I'll lay off bad-mouthing it.
You will?
There's no way for me to know for sure one way or the other, right? But you trust it, Rinwell, and that's enough for me. So I'll trust it because you do.
Remember what I said about neither planet's great spirit reaching us here?
Yeah?
That's not quite true. I can feel just a little bit of Rena's inside you and everyone else.
You... what?
I sensed it when we first got here. It's a really small amount, so it doesn't feel like it has a will of its own. But I think that's how Dana's energy probably is too.
So you're saying there's a little bit of Dana's will inside each of us? In a way, doesn't that mean we're all Dana's will?
What?
Well, like you said, unless Dana's energy comes together, it has no will.
Law, work on your posture.
So
It's
if we all have a
horrible.
little bit of Dana's astral energy inside us,
Yeah. Maybe.
Heverick 35 might know the answer. But you know what? I don't need to ask it. My will is my own. I fight for who I want to fight for. That's who I am now. Who I've become. So thanks, Rinwell, for sharing that with me.
Ah.
To be honest, the only reason I was suspicious of Dana's will, well, I mean, it mostly was... I feel like you and I had grown apart lately, and I was worried it was because...
Huh?
Never mind. Nothing. Just forget about it.
Huh? No, what were you saying?
Saying? I don't remember
Come
saying
on.
anything.
Now you won't tell me what you were
No,
thinking?
that's not what I'm saying.
Then spit it out already.
All right, cute movie scenes are done. Now it's time for someone to die. Maybe.
You sure you don't want to get some rest?
Never mind. Movie scenes continue.
I can't. I've got too much on my mind. Especially knowing how close our last battle is. How are you doing, Xion?
Same as you, still trying to absorb everything.
Remember when it was so simple? We were only fighting all the lords on Dana? All of that feels like a lifetime ago, doesn't it?
Ages and ages ago. Everything that's happened since we first met. So many fights, so much chaos, so many wonderful people.
If I hadn't run into you that day, well, I wouldn't have met all of you. I never would have held the blazing sword or looked for something more. I wouldn't have my memories back. I'd still be a faceless slave, like as not long dead.
Hey, Alphen. I want you to promise me something.
Yeah?
If we can't find the Renis Alma, there's something I want you to do. Like Hevrect 35 said, the only way we can end the Great Spirit for good is to go after both the main body in Rena and the thorns in me. I need you to promise me, Alphen, that if for some reason we can't get the Renis Alma back, you'll use the blazing sword to destroy the Great Spirit, and me along with it.
Huh?
It's true the blazing sword may not have the strength of the Renis Alma. But it's taken us this far. It's slain lords and beasts. At the very least, it has to be worth a try.
You can't be serious. Have you forgotten everything
Listen,
that we've...
the Great Spirit isn't just our problem. It's a threat to our entire world. Renans and Danans alike. We don't know what's going to happen when we face it, but we need to be prepared for anything. We can't second-guess ourselves when the time comes. I promise you, I'm not planning on going anywhere. I'm prepared to fight with absolutely everything I've got. But if it comes down to it, I need you to be prepared too.
Okay. But you should know that I'm not going to give up on you, Xion. I'm going to fight this until the very end. I hope you can forgive me for that.
Alphen. Okay, I understand. And I'll forgive you.
Thank you, Xion.
So it's a promise then?
Yeah, it's a promise.
I remember how I felt the first time you touched me. My thorns made any contact a mistake no one would ever make twice. After they'd seen what could happen, fear would always linger behind their eyes. In my entire life, I never had someone willingly reach out to me. But when you reached out to me and gently took my hand, you didn't react at all. It was so easy for you. I don't have words for the shock I felt in that moment.
That's because I couldn't feel pain back then.
That
Even
was
once
the
you
wrong
could,
thing
though,
to say,
you
Alvin.
still chose to keep reaching out to me. And when you did, I felt this warmth that I had never known before. But still, I hate having to see you suffer through it every time you do.
You won't have to worry about that for much longer.
You think so?
I do, because Shion,
No. You can tell me once my thorns are gone. Okay?
Yeah. Okay. Everybody get enough rest? We ready for this?
Yeah, we should probably get moving.
Let's go.
Agreed. Can't stand around waiting all day.
Our task is relatively straightforward. We need only descend down to Rena, defeat the Great Spirit, and restore stability to both worlds.
We're fighting for a new future for both Dana and Rena.
Right. We've come this far. We will save our worlds. That's a promise.
Then let's go, everybody. We've got one last wall to tear down.
Repairs on your starship are complete. Everything is in working order.
Is that you,
I
Hevra?
hope they added a cannon or something
see
so we
us
can
from where
shoot
you are?
shit.
I can. I can see anywhere within the bounds of Dake Phasal.
Sounds like someone's a peeping Tom.
Maybe we should give Hevrect 35 a break. It has been stuck in this tiny facility for a very, very long time.
I have unlocked all functions on your starship. You can now make use of its warp drive.
Why
Warp
do they
drive?
have a warp drive?
Wait, you mean like what the Red Women used on us? What brought us here?
It's possible that the Red Women may have found a way to activate it on the starship. They are Helganquil, after all.
Using the warp drive, you should be able to breach Rena's atmosphere without being detected.
Oh.
Wait, should?
You'll need to be careful. Due to the force field surrounding Rena, the ship will be unable to go any further than the surface of the planet.
So, once we reach the shell, it appears we'll have to infiltrate the core by foot. Understood.
We gotta go all the way down just walking?
Will all the Helganquil go back to normal once we defeat the Great Spirit? I have a strange feeling we're going to have to fight them before this is all over.
The extinction of my people is inevitable at this stage. As such, it would be illogical to risk the success of the mission in a vain attempt to save my kind.
We understand.
Can't that thing lighten up a bit? Everything it says seems to be about what's illogical.
Well, come on, Doe.
Hold up, did you just...
You heard the lady. Get going.
I have one last question.
What?
As Sovereign, your identification number indicates that you are well past your predicted life expectancy. Similarly, the Maiden lacks any identification number, as her function should have been rendered unnecessary. Despite this, the two of you continue to exist. Why?
I'm gonna go to Rena!
We exist because others have entrusted this to us. Over the years, many people have come together and sworn to see this through to the end.
You mean it is because of multiple chance interactions? The likelihood of such events is statistically improbable. Why have you two continued to persist under these conditions?
It's hard to explain. To be honest, I don't think it's something an observer could understand. All right, time to get
Thank
back
God.
on the Fall Knights.
Where are my skits? Okay. None yet, but there will be some soon. Get out of here.
It would appear that our Helganquil host really has fulfilled its end of the bargain.
You know what that means. Time to go to Rena.
I guess this means we should give that warp drive a spin.
Go. This level is one of the best designed in the game. Shit, Rena sucks. Rena's trash, garbage planet.
There's nothing here. This weird ocean we're surrounded by just stretches out everywhere. Is this really where the Helganquil come from?
I don't sense even a trace of astral energy. This world is dead.
Capri Sun.
Then this
Drink
must
it.
be the hollowing.
Drink it.
You mean to tell me this whole world, the entire ocean is that stuff?
And it's covering everything. The entire planet.
This is what the Great Spirit does. After it depleted this planet of every last speck of astral energy, it went after Dana.
So arresting. This world of doom.
Back in its day, Rena was probably just as vibrant as Dana is. But after being robbed of its astral energy for so long, those days are gone and past. This is all that will remain.
So the Great Spirit took everything. It stole energy not just from living beings, but the land, the sea, everything.
And it bound the Helganquil in servitude until their whole world was nothing but this. And by the looks of it, that's how it remains to this day. A world of death and emptiness.
With nothing left here to consume, the Great Spirit turned its sights on Dana, looking for another host.
Great Spirit sucks.
You're saying if we don't stop it, this is what Dana's going to look like?
We can be sure that even these few remaining remnants of Renan life will not be spared in the end.
If the oblivion and darkness both Shion and Naori saw comes to pass, nothing will survive. It looks like we can climb down from there.
Oh, this conveniently placed working teleporter.
Let's take a look.
Destroyed remnants, Rena. Forbidden Zone.
So
Skits?
this is Rena.
What?
This is where everything began.
Special
Yet
owls
it's
seem
a
to
dead
appear
world?
throughout Dana.
Let Dana suffer the same fate. Ever.
Discover all the owls. There's more owls in Dana. We gotta go back.
A hollowed ocean as far as the eye can see. What do you think would happen if we fell in?
Spirit
What
love.
do you mean, what would happen? You'd drown, wouldn't you?
Come to think of it, I don't believe I've heard of someone ever trying. Perhaps you'd like the glory of being the first?
No, I'll pass.
This is essentially a world-sized Renan graveyard. Are you proposing to disturb the dead slumber just to satisfy your curiosity, Law?
No, because I said I passed.
Taking an interest is understandable, but let's not forget where we are. This place deserves our respect.
Get wrecked, Law.
Looks like we're not going to be hearing the end of this one for a while.
You'd think I was already snorkeling in it or something. So the idea is to seal the Great Spirit inside the Renaissance using the Sovereign and Maiden's power. But just how do we do that exactly?
I'm guessing it won't be as easy as holding a spirit channeling ceremony at our leisure.
I already had wielded astral energy once 3 centuries ago. As for suppressing her thorns, Shion's had a lifetime's experience. The problem isn't just our enemy's strength, it's that it's sentient too. And you can bet anything you like it's not going to just sit back and let us destroy it.
In other words, we need to find some way to weaken it in advance. The Great Spirit, that is.
Back when Shion's thorns flew out of control, we were able to deal with them directly. If this is their host, they should be even more corporeal here.
If that's the case, it should make them easier to attack at least. And if we can manage to divert enough energy away from the spirit's core, even temporarily,
We might just be able to weaken it enough to steal the Renaissance, which we can then use to seal it away forever. It won't be easy, but it's our only shot. Time to buckle up.
Lord!
Question for you. Let's say, knock
So
on wood,
many of them.
everything turns out for the best.
What'll the world be like? Is that what you're asking?
Yeah, I mean, at the end of this, do you really think everything will be that different?
A lot will have to change, that's for sure. The world will have to adjust to so much. My only worry is if those changes turn out to be merely skin deep.
what do you mean?
It's well and good putting an end to Renan rule. But if it just turns the tables, it's all for naught.
That's true. Just as bad if the Danans started pressing their own.
Renans, Danans, astral art users, mages. The world is full of labels used to divide and separate people.
If only we could see differences like that for what they are. No different to someone having a musical talent or being good with their hands. Not differences so much as characteristics.
It will take someone in power to set an example. But with time, people will follow. And then, perhaps one day,
There will no longer be any need for the example. It will have become second nature.
That's where we come in. We can set the example. Imagine it. A world where magic and astral arts are used to help people. Where that's the norm rather than the exception.
Yeah, you're right, Rinwell. Why wait for somebody else? We can show them ourselves.
We done? Can we go? Okay, cool. I'm gonna save. I feel like a very low level to be into the final area, but if this is how the game works, then this is how the game works. More teleporters. Probably shortcuts we unlock later. Okay. Alright, final area dungeon. What you got? They always are pretty fucking insane. So let's see what we got here.
Looks like we warped into that pit of astral energy.
Oh, fucking Christ!
I wonder what Helganquil civilization was like at its
Jesus,
zenith.
shit.
I can imagine that'd be something you'd take an interest in.
There's no question it must have been advanced, like none either world has ever seen. We could surely stand to learn a thing or two from such a people.
I get that you're itching to delve into its history, but we've got bigger fish to fry right now.
Put a pin in it, and you can do all the research you want when you retire.
I can think of worse things than a retirement dedicated to research. As for whether Rena is amenable to an aging specimen,
It's a little early to be giving it serious thought just yet.
a man can dream, though. A man can dream.
Oh, we didn't say there's anything wrong with dreaming.
In your case, Dohalim, dreams have a habit of spiraling into something else.
You'll need to stay with us for now, though. You're too helpful to let retire.
Why do I feel this is less of a compliment and more of an ultimatum?
Just a friendly suggestion.
Hey! Hey, I just realized something!
6 skits
Is
in a
this
row!
about dinner last night? I didn't realize those ingredients were off.
What? No! I mean, wait, you fed us rotten food?
Rinwell, the point.
Oh, yeah, right. So I was thinking about those armored soldiers we've seen. There are regular Renans inside them, right?
Yeah, they're designed to make whoever's wearing them stronger. At least, I think that's the idea.
Right. So it kind of begs the question then, why are they made so huge?
I don't know, makes them more intimidating, I guess? Or maybe all that tech wizardry inside takes up a lot of space.
You don't think it's weird how the armored soldiers are the exact same height as the Helganquil?
Can't say I'd ever noticed it till now. And?
Connect the dots, Law!
Okay, let me get this straight. You think the armored suits might have originally been designed to allow Renans to work alongside the Helganquil?
Huh. But if that's true, what would that mean?
It would mean... just that, I guess. But still, don't you think it's kind of interesting?
Not hugely. Hey, Kisara, well, I've got you. What's on tonight's menu? Because I was thinking maybe meat.
Get him, Hootle.
Yeah!
Oh, what did I do?
Good job, Hootle.
Now you want to listen. Keep pecking, Hootle.
Ow, ow, ow! Seriously, what the hell?
Good job, Hootle. Oh my fucking lord! This is ridiculous. This is the most in one area we've ever had.
We've taken out a lot of Zeugles. Like, a whole lot.
You can say that again. If one thing's for certain in this world, it's that wherever we go, we'll always end up bumping into them.
Isn't it weird that they're still so plentiful? You don't think the Renans have, like, a ranch where they breed them, do you?
Certainly in all of my years, I've never heard of them constructing such a massive facility on Dana, let alone up in Lenegus.
The only thing I can think of, then, is that the feral ones must be reproducing on their own.
There's also no organized effort on our part to hunt them down, so it's difficult to fully exterminate them.
Exterminate them? Whoa, don't you think that's maybe a little harsh?
What do you mean?
Zeugles originally used to be living creatures native to Dana and Rena, right? Being genetically modified isn't their fault.
You're right. Zeugles were only created because of us Renans. We altered the original creatures to suit our own ends.
First, people made Zeugles, and then we let them go. And now we're trying to kill them because they're a threat. They really have only seen the very worst, huh?
I hope we find a way to be able to live side by side with them one day.
It's a nice thought, but they attack towns and cities. What else are we supposed to do?
Aside from the strays that have gone wild, it's worth remembering that Renans are able to keep them somewhat under control.
If we had distinct territories that didn't overlap, that might reduce the danger they pose.
Well, I guess when you look at it that way, maybe people and Zeugles aren't so different after all.
Are we done? Are we done? Do I get permission to move forward to this next movie scene? We do it, game? Oh, Lord. Here we go.
Helganquil!
Guess they don't need their Red Woman disguises anymore.
Wait, can you understand us?
It's no use. We're not going to get through to them.
So they really are being controlled. In that case, we've got no choice.
I knew there was
53?
something
Oh
off
my
here.
god, there's a million of them.
We have no choice but to beat them at their own game.
I'm not done! In here! Get on in there with the others! Demon Fang! I owe you one! That'll bring you down!
Why are you targeting this?
Not today!
Dance in the wind!
Dragon ready and live!
Will this help?
Get on in there together.
Demon This one's mine!
Healing circle!
Thanks, Shion. Do it!
This ends now!
Consider yourself finished.
There you go, Alphen!
It's time to end this battle.
I'm right beside you!
Demon Fist!
On guard!
Inferno
crossing!
I love it. I love it. I love it.
You all on!
The fuck?
Flare the Malicer!
Here's a healing arc now!
In an instant!
Impact Claw!
Here's a healing arc!
Hurricane
I don't know
Their
what
arcs were interrupted!
Demon Fang!
Perhaps now isn't the time?
Really don't.
Tiger Flame!
Demon Fang!
Do it! This ends now!
Consider yourself finished.
I'll heal you all!
Dragon Blood!
This one's mine!
Skit!
Major Ray!
Look sharp! Lightning Tiger Blade!
Cool. Give me like 6 levels for that. Nope.
Alphen,
I can't forgive them for what they've done, but I hate killing them. They don't even know why they're fighting. How does that even make them any different from the Danon slaves?
Perhaps. However, if we don't make a choice, the guilt of not doing anything will be that much worse.
Yeah, I know. I hate for it to be like this. But if it happens again, you won't find me hesitating to act.
I wonder if we're going to get attacked again.
Alright, well, we got one
lose
level.
heart now. This whole mission is over. Have to
Okay.
stay the course.
Oh, another skit, of
I thought
course!
there'd be more dirt and rocks and stuff underneath the hollowed ocean, but it's all artificial.
I would imagine they're remnants left behind by the Helganquil, seeing as there's little actual land remaining.
It's incredible. Do you think it stretches all the way down to the center of the planet?
Hey, these guys built Lenegis, remember? They probably did this in a weekend.
If they had the power to create things like this, did they really only use those immense capabilities to serve the Great Spirit? Or rather, was that the only use the Great Spirit let them use their capabilities for?
Another one, sure!
We haven't seen
Fine.
anyone here except Helganquil.
This is fucking
Looks like
ridiculous.
this place really is their home planet.
The true citizens of Rena. What a shame that they have become nothing more than puppets to the Great Spirit. To think of the promise their accomplishments once held. They had the potential to be great indeed.
Do you think we could have got along with them? You know, if we had met under different circumstances. Like
all of us, you mean? I suppose it's difficult to say for sure. We don't even know if they would see us as being on an equal level with them or not.
I think we may have had the chance once, before the Renan Great Spirit came along and changed everything.
You and Alphen both share an optimism. A strong willingness to believe in hope.
Do you think that's foolish?
On the contrary, I should like to take a leaf from your book myself. In tragedy's aftermath, hope is all we have.
Okay. This is today, guys. This is what we're
Look at the
doing.
size of that thing. The Helganquil's technology certainly is impressive. And they don't seem to do things by halves either. In the past 300 years. No, even before that. Just how many people, Renan or Danon, do you think have ever seen this?
regarding the past 3 centuries at least, I'd say there's a good chance that we're the first. Also, while I get that it's impressive and all, I'm just amazed you're still standing around gawping at it at a time like this. Sometimes I wonder about your priorities.
I can understand where he's coming from. More to the point, does anyone know where it leads?
What do you mean where it leads? To the center of the planet, of course.
And that doesn't strike you as sounding just a little bit, oh, I don't know, far? There has to be a quicker way to get there, right?
Yeah. With all this technology at their fingertips, it seems pretty unlikely that they'd make that kind of journey on foot. There must be some kind of device somewhere. Let's see if we can figure out how to use it.
Borrow one of their contraptions? You're either brave or out of your mind.
If it works for them, there's no reason it wouldn't for us. Why make things harder for ourselves?
You know what he's like, Law. Once he gets an idea in his head, there's no talking him out of it.
Another one? Can we get another one? Am I allowed to walk now? Can I play the fucking game finally? Fuck off. Dude, that's like my only complaint about the game. Let's give you 10 skits in a row. That might even been more than 10. Oh, an hour of dialogue. How about some skits? But you can skip them. Sure you can, but fuck. What's the
Don't
point?
get careless.
Don't tell me!
Unveiling circle.
What would I do without these ones can run rings around us?
Going in.
Dragon Sword!
Hurricane strike.
Demon Fang!
Get behind me.
Escape! Demon Fang!
Hurricane strike. Going in.
Demon Fang!
I'm all stopped up.
Doubling! In an instant! Impact Block! Dragon Sword! Demon Fang! Take this! Dragon Sword! Chikara! Commander of Heaven! Phoenix Cyclone! Sword and Shield!
A classic combination.
Okay. Oh, another one! Thank you!
I wonder how the Renans avoided being mind-controlled like the Helganquil. Do you think it might have something to do with the fact that they were originally Danans?
I'd say it's likely, which is pretty ironic when you think about it.
Ironic?
The Renans have committed grave injustices against the Danans. But it was all of their own volition, not because they were being controlled. Now, it turns out they themselves were once Danans too.
Which must mean that the root of their evil isn't the Great Spirit, but something inherent in all of us. Our free will.
Now hang on, though. It was that same free will that allowed Xion and Dohalim to choose to fight alongside us. Without it, we wouldn't have been able to beat hatred and forge all those connections we've made. Free will is what saved us, right?
Law's entirely right. In any case, it certainly can't hurt to look on the bright side every now and then.
Yeah. Where there's hope, there's a way.
What'd he say?
He said, without a doubt.
Okay. Let's go fight one more monster and then have to do this all over again. Ugh. Alright, we are missing a lot of shit. Well, I guess I'll get it in fucking New Game Plus. That one. That's pretty good for her. Okay. Oh, a new area? I can't wait for the new skits.
Is this a dead end?
It appears this whole room functions as an elevator. That apparatus there is likely what's used to control it.
Upper level 2F. Oh.
What the?
Well.
Where did they come from?
Less worry, more action. Concentrate.
Dragon Swarm!
Take this!
That buffing is driving me mad!
Pesky airborne scoundrels!
Sounds like a job for yours truly.
Swarm!
Going in.
No escape! Come one, come all! Demon Fang!
On guard. I'm all stopped up.
Here I come! I'm not done! Rising Wolfman! Devastation!
This one's mine.
Here's a healing art! Dance in the wind!
Be careful not to overdo it.
I'm sorry.
Hear my call.
Demon Fang!
Laser spear. Now.
Look sharp! Lightning Tiger Blade!
More incoming!
Reinforcements incoming. Not a problem.
Here I come!
Oh shit, we're just gonna. This is like Gauntlet? This is cool.
This one's mine.
This one's all mine! You picked the wrong fight!
Ready and wheel!
Dragon Swarm! Remove!
It ain't a game until you have an elevator battle, right?
Got it!
Well done!
Demon Fang!
Inferno cluster.
Here I come! More Stukles?
Keep calm and take them down.
Dragon Swarm!
By the
Rising
power of
Water!
water.
Devastation!
On guard. in the wind! In here! This one's mine! Let's get
Dragon Swarm!
Hurricane Strike!
Devastation!
Banana! Let's go! Do it! Astral Energy!
Say no more!
Reinforcements? We did!
Demon Strike!
Ready! In here! I never miss!
Ignite!
All disasters there!
Demon Fang!
Now you see what I can do!
Denied!
Dragon Swarm!
Glacial Spear!
You're finished!
Here's the evil!
Demon Fang!
I'm on a roll! Primed and ready!
Maybe this will give us a fuck ton of experience, which would be dope.
That's a little much, don't you think?
I'm serious. You're a lifesaver.
Demon Fang! I'm not done! Rising Wyvern! Devastation!
I'm all stopped up! All disasters made one!
You're mine!
Hurricane
The flame inside me! You're be let free!
We managed to turn the tide!
For now,
Demon Fang!
things could shift at a moment's notice.
Do it! Better... This ends now!
Consider yourself finished!
There you go, Alphen!
It's time to end this battle!
I'm right beside you!
Now you see what I can do!
the wheel!
Dragon Swarm!
Glacial
Rising
Spear!
Wyvern! Demon Fang! Rising one more! Devastation! The flame inside me! You're be let free! Rising one! Coming through! Ha! Now! Scarlet Inferno!
Ooh.
Dragon Swarm! Demon Fang! Look sharp! Lightning Tiger Blade!
Here's the evil!
This is insane.
Demon Fang!
We're getting so many of them.
Look sharp! Make it rain!
Commander of Heaven! Phoenix Cyclone! Did it!
More?
Dragon Swarm!
More?
Eat dirt! Demon Fang!
Look sharp! Make it rain! This ends now!
Consider yourself finished!
Take it! And again!
Going in! Dragon Swarm!
It's go time!
This one's mine!
Demon Fang!
Hear my call! Going in!
Rising Wyvern!
Here's evil!
It's over!
Hurricane Blaster!
Dragon Swarm! Here I come!
Make it rain! Glacial Spear! Here's the evil!
Who's left? You?
Demon Fang!
Hurricane Strike!
Are we done?
Here I come!
Did we do it? Alright, give me like 6 levels for that.
I think
Well, we got
I'm
like
getting
almost
stronger.
1. And a bunch of shit. Cool. Worth. SP for law.
Even in such a harsh environment as this, there are still creatures here?
You think they're native to Rena? Or could they be Zoogle somehow?
Whatever they are, they're dangerous. Watch yourselves around them. You think that pit stretches all the way to Rena's core?
Yeah, let's jump in.
That's true. And if we go down, we should find the Great Spirit at the bottom.
We could get there even faster if we simply jump down instead.
That's
You
right.
sound alarmingly...
Told him his right idea.
You say that.
We're in for a long slog with this one. This one's mine. Looks like moths to the flame. These things really get on my nerves.
You're mine!
Annihilation!
Flying free! Sion, can you take care of them?
No sooner said
You
than
picked the
done.
wrong fight! Demon Fang!
Now!
Look sharp! Lightning Tiger Blade!
Hands in the wind! Hurricane Strike!
Demon Fang!
The Hurricane Strike! Sleep ready!
Dragon Swarm!
First aid! That'll bring you down! One more time!
You're mine!
Hurricane Strike!
Demon Fang!
There! Go!
Demon Fang! No escape!
Man, these guys are fucking dumb.
Rising Wyvern! Devastation!
But we gotta fight them very badly because we're under leveled.
This one's all mine!
I don't know how we're
You
under
picked the
leveled.
wrong fight!
I did every side quest we could possibly do.
This ends now!
Consider yourself finished.
Maybe we're not under leveled. It's just this is how they try to balance it because there's so many of us.
Demon Fang!
Do it! Astral energy!
Say no more. You're quite the gunslinger.
I have to be, in this world.
Don't worry, I've got your back.
Don't get careless!
You're mine!
You want to play? Then come at me!
Demon Fang!
Freeze laser! Flaming meteor!
Back you! It's this! Dragon Swarm! Okay. Look sharp! Lightning Tiger Blade!
All disasters may
Radiant
one!
Blast!
If it's in the sky, it's mine! Lightning!
Prepare to be sealed, O weaker foot. Actually, perhaps bound is more appropriate.
We managed to turn the tide!
For now. But things could shift at a moment's notice.
What?
You're right. Better stay alert! Magna Ray!
Take this!
Here. We are burning through CP.
Good to know
As
my
is the way.
training is paying off.
All right, we got another level. Pixie crystal. Huh. All right, let's go in here. Oh, this looks great. Come here.
I have a...
Lord.
Bad feeling.
In a bind?
Go! Go!
Switch time! No! It's time!
Flaming meteor! Inferno crossing! You head! The chest is near!
Ready and ready!
Annihilation! Disasters
you!
day one! Heal it security! Magna Ray!
Demon Fang!
I'll take you all on. Ha! Flare the Malicer!
Dance in the wind!
Here I hope that was
No, I mean, you're even better than ever. I've never seen Sion actually look
no
closer.
further!
Inferno!
This is right. Look here. I got it.
Glacial Spear! Pierce Evo!
Dragon Swarm!
Freeze
Demon
Laser!
Fang!
Down. You're
Demon
on.
Fang!
First aid!
Now I can let loose! Here I come! It's over! No escape! Dragon Swarm!
Going in! I'll heal you all! Get on in
You're
there with
finished! Demon Fang!
Make it right.
Anything in order.
What the hell is going on?
Wow, fuck me.
I'll take you all on. Ha! Flare the
That was also
Malicer!
same level. I think it's designed to be doable without side quests. I think so. Excellent.
Thanks, Shion.
Be careful not to overdo it.
I'm sorry. I'll do better. Eat dirt! Demon Fang!
The fact that there isn't level scaling helps, yeah. I don't know how big of a fan I am of level scaling, to be honest.
Demon Fang! Dragon Swarm!
Like, I don't know, I feel like with level scaling, you know, you spend all this time to make your character fucking badass, and then it just doesn't fucking matter.
Flare the Malicer!
Like, it's nice to go back to enemies that kick your fucking teeth in and just demolish them in a few hits. You hate it? Yeah.
Try harder!
That'll bring you down.
That's not what I want. I want you to do your moves. There we go.
Raging
Now you see what I can do.
I'm ready to go.
Thank you for all your help. Please, don't mention it. I'm glad to know someone's got my back.
Take this! No escape! Demon Fang! Dragon Swarm!
I'll take you all on. Ha! Flare the Malicer!
I'll heal you all.
Demon Fang!
Raging Cascade.
And just like that, I'm back in it.
This ends now.
Consider yourself finished!
Did it. Give me that experience.
Lady Fortune must truly be watching over me.
And we got a fucking... Got a thing for law. Perfect. Very useful.
I can't say its appearance is to my tastes, personally.
Guess I misread the landing.
Everything's so far apart here, it's hard to keep your gauge up, which is a bummer. I don't know if this guy's worth fighting, honestly. I really don't know what's worth fighting and what's not. I guess we probably should just fight everything.
Not a chance. Time to cross blades. The flame inside me yearns to be let free.
This one's mine.
Not today.
Raging flame. On guard.
It looks like you got this. Don't mind if I do.
Demon fire. My turn.
That'll bring you down.
No escape. Demon fire.
Flaming meteor.
A charge like that could easily be fatal.
Just as well, I'm here to stop.
Coming through. Ha!
Try to skip a lot, try to save CP for the bosses.
Scarlet Inferno.
It's kind of like where I'm at. Like, should I do that? But I don't know.
It's on. Demon Fang. Burn. Shattering no further. Demon Fang.
Time to shine. Flaming
Try
meteor.
harder. My turn. Here I come. Demon Fang. My turn. Demon Fang.
Mine.
Oh, man. Hear my call.
Demon Fang.
Here's evil. A sword lancer.
It's on.
Here, let me
Not
help.
today.
Give me a assist.
Dragon Swarm.
On guard.
I'm not done.
I kind of want the items too, because then it's good for the weapons and shit. So I don't know.
Flare Demolisher. Oh, too anything in armor is all mine. Let me help.
Smash you.
Hear my call.
Try harder. My turn. Dragon Swarm. Try harder.
This one's mine. Going in.
Demon Fang.
Here,
In a
let me help.
bind. Major blade.
Chill.
This ends now.
Consider yourself finished.
Hold up. Is this as valuable as I think it is?
These structures don't look like anything built by the Renans, or even what we saw in the Forbidden Zone.
Perhaps this is the true architectural style of the Helganquil. Or perhaps the opposite, given their situation.
You mean like...
So pineapple gel, hold on. 60% CP. We got 6 of those. We got 4 orange gels. All right.
how some places favor building stuff with stone while others rely on wood?
That's an interesting way of looking at it. I'll have to inquire with Hevrect 35 about it sometime.
That dude's about to die, so maybe not.
We're in for a long...
Oh, this sucks. I don't have anything.
Slog with this one. Right here. I got you. This one's mine.
You picked the wrong fight.
Insects should stay on the ground. Here, let me help.
You got flyers.
I've got this. Let a marksman handle it.
You're mine. All yours.
Air thrust.
I can carve through one.
Another ammo.
Blow away. Raining blast. Blow away.
Sleep now.
Coming through. Ha! Now. Scarlet Inferno.
This one's mine.
Magic is out. Burning.
Dragon Swarm.
Get out of this! I think we can get through this.
Don't let up until it's over.
Who said anything about letting off?
Strike!
Water, hear my call! Made one! Come forth! Security!
Oh, get wrecked. I got so many of them with that. Oh, now we're gonna wombo him.
Phoenix Cyclone!
Oh, I'm fucking surprised I didn't kill everybody.
Make it break!
Astral energy!
Say no more. That astral energy was incredible.
I gave it everything I had.
Money. Okay. Skills for Rin Hual. Increase weak point damage. Nice. These are all good. All right. Hold on, I need to use an item. Just give me a second. Okay. Wait one time out.
This one's tough. Ignite.
This one's mine!
Here I go. Demon Fang.
Get behind me!
Here I come. Dragon Form. Demon Fang. Now or never. Now or never. No further.
Thanks, Gio. Be careful not to overdo it.
I'm sorry. I'll do better.
Now!
Commander of Heaven.
Phoenix Cyclone!
Did it.
Yeah! Nice technique!
Do it! This ends now!
Consider yourself finished.
All disasters made one!
Look sharp!
Dragon
Indian, get charged!
Rising Wyvern.
Make it break!
These guys just got fucked up, dude.
Consider yourself finished.
We didn't even need to use the item. We just fucking wrecked him. We got steamrolled.
Hey! Poodle's quivering! I think we're about to be real lucky!
Good job, Poodle. Oh, Lord. What are you? Chrome Gazer.
Log with this one! How about this?
Hear my call!
Look sharp!
Careful! Have some kind of camouflage! Outstanding form! Sleep now!
Oh, it's one of these fucks.
Take care of
Demon Fang.
Look sharp! Come on! You have to hang on!
In a vine?
This one's mine! Plenty left!
Still got some fight left in me!
Dragon Form.
Why'd you heal me?
To stop you dying?
Oh, God.
So tired. All that running around is catching up with you. No, I don't think that's it.
Inferno crossing!
Dragon Form. Here I come.
This one's
No
mine!
escape.
Thanks for the healing.
Watch yourself, okay?
Yeah, you too.
Demon Fang.
Lunar Wonder Blade!
Let's get you all tucked away.
Glacial Fire! Shield and face!
It looks like you got this
Coming through.
Fucking spit on him.
Scarlet Inferno.
Lightning can dance!
Save you!
This one's all mine.
Thunderblade!
Look sharp!
Eat dirt.
Down! You're off!
Demon Fang.
Time to shine!
Here's a healing art!
No
Meteor!
further.
What would I do
Dragon
without
Form.
Inferno crossing!
Try harder. My turn.
I'm gone! Without ammo!
Try harder. My turn.
Now you've gone and ticked me off!
Here I come. Demon Fang.
Glacial
Try
Fire!
harder. Not a chance.
Inferno
No
crossing!
escape.
This one's mine!
The enemy wields arc too.
Oh, I fucked up.
I'll take you all on! Ha! Flare the Malisher!
Here's a healing art!
Fang.
Shield! First aid!
This one's
Good job,
mine!
Kisara.
Demon Fang. Ignite. Demon Fang.
Make it
Get out of here.
Astral energy!
Say no more.
I feel stronger. I mean, a bit.
Good.
What was that? Whoa, 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 whoa. Was that just...
On you,
That's just the way to
On
go?
me?
Okay.
Well, I'll do my best.
Well, we did it with a level 5, which is good. That means we got the most items we could get.
Those thorns.
Enemies?
I'm not letting them get in our way.
Holy cloak.
Hey,
Enemies?
new equipment.
Oh, okay. Nice. So I guess the hope is to try and get the, try to get to like a shortcut and then like go heal and buy some items and stuff like that, and then just kind of come back and hit everything with what you got. That's my thought behind it. So hopefully we can find a shortcut. Level 4. Boy.
This one's tough.
This one's mine.
I owe you one. Dragon Swarm. Demon Fang.
This one's mine.
Now or never. You're mine. I'm not flying free.
Why can't they just sit still?
Sia, can you take care of them?
No sooner said than done.
Oh, what am I doing?
Take this.
Dang, you're delaying.
Demon Fang. Too fast. Stand back. I'll trip it up. It's on. Demon Fang. Ignite.
This one's mine.
Dragon Swarm. I'm not done. Demon Fang.
Going in.
Thanks, Sia.
Be careful not to overdo it.
I'm sorry.
Here goes.
Dragon Dog. Here I come. I'm not done. Demon Fang. Take this. Demon Fang.
Air thrust.
No escape. This one's all mine.
More for the
Devastation.
There.
Demon Fang. No escape. Demon Fang. Eat this. Demon Fang. Not again.
Get on in there. And again. Round and pound.
Eternal devastation.
On guard. Now.
Coming through. Ha! Now. Scarlet Inferno.
All disasters, come forth, the helix of purity!
I'll do everything I can with this power.
Make us proud, Alphen.
Yeah, we're counting on you.
We're in for a long slog with this one.
I can force through all.
Take this.
Freeze laser! Concentration!
Demon Fang.
Mega ray! Lightning condemned! Thunderblade!
It's on. You're finished. Eat this. Demon Fang. Take this. No escape. Demon Fang.
This will come in handy.
Demon Fang.
In here, lightning!
You require
Get
help.
you all tucked away.
Inferno crossing.
Searing flame! Reload! I'm out of ammo!
Here I come. Demon
Wow.
Going in.
Shattering pieces.
Shield!
Demon Fang.
Get on in there!
Now you see what I can do. Let me help.
Mega ray!
Now my clear
Here's a healing arc!
Eat this. Demon Fang. Here I come.
Shield and face.
Strike.
Forth the helix of purity!
Here I come. Strike.
Here's a healing arc!
Demon Fang.
First aid!
Glacial fire.
I don't feel so hot.
You should sit this one out then.
And miss all the fun. No way.
Get out of this.
Here's a healing arc! First aid! All disasters made one! Come forth!
Now you've gone and
Guys
tipped
fucking
me off.
giga flared us.
Here's a healing arc! I can go all day!
Take this. Now you see what I can do.
Dragon Swarm.
By the power of
Strike. This one's all mine. You picked the wrong fight!
Oh, you dick!
Inferno crossing!
Demon Fang!
Going in! Shield and face!
Take this! Try harder! Now!
Yeah!
Demon Fang!
Ground and pound!
Lunar Rondo!
Now or never.
This one's mine!
Okay, I'm just missing.
You're on! Coming through! Ha! Now! Scarlet Inferno! Demon Fang! Demon Fang!
I don't even know the word defeat.
Take this! Demon Fang!
You die, please. Alright, you got me. Got me.
Remember to tell me if you need healing.
Fucking Jesus. This is so brutal. We
I
don't
expect
have
you'll
the
be in
items
high
for this
demand
shit.
if that's the case.
We do not have the items for this shit. Heavy treat. What fucking choice do we have though, right? Like, we gotta keep going till we get to some sort of shortcut back to the fucking ship. Or unlock a fast travel point or something. Alright, let's see what we gotta fight in here. Ah, there it is. Alright. I hope. Level 5. So what does the pixie crystal make? That's what we need to figure out too. Hey guys, what's up?
I have a bad feeling about this.
I'll smash you!
Look sharp!
Take this!
Ignition! Reload! Time to shine! Fall into battle!
Take this!
Where are you going?
Yours to be let Demon Fang! Ignite! Totally! In an instant! Impact Claw!
I'll heal you all.
On guard!
Demon Fang!
Healing
Take this!
circle. Lightning
Demon Fang!
lightning. Downfall. Hurricane.
Need to pull my...
Take it! Remote!
Astral energy.
Say no more!
Got him. Easy.
Got what?
I can chop up vegetable scraps and use them in the seasonings.
Should've known that's what it was gonna be about.
Okay, is this gonna be a shortcut? Did we unlock a fast travel point? This is looking very rough. I get we can fast travel there, but we can't fast travel fucking back. Oh, Lord! Oh, what happens if I go back in here? Damn it. We need to go buy shit, man. We need to fucking make weapons. We need to go and get a whole bunch of stuff. This is fucked. Oh, good. A shiny grasshopper. Leave me alone for now. A lucky bangle. I already have one.
Whoa, this is amazing.
You always get excited when you find something good.
We should hurry and get this.
Fuck. Boy, oh boy, do I not want to use this. Gross. Okay.
Stuff processed.
We're in for a long slog with this one.
I can carve through armor.
Now where
You're mine.
I don't know what I do without you.
Perhaps now isn't the time?
I really don't.
Dragon form. Demon Fang.
This one's mine.
There you go! Don't let up! In here!
You're mine. Demon Fang. Demon Fang.
I'll stop its charge.
Thanks, Kisara!
Demon Fang.
In here! This one's mine!
Glacial fire.
Get on in there! Tiger Blade!
Move it, Skit. Demon Fang.
It's go time.
I can carve through armor. Dragon form. Not today. Dragon form. No further. Try harder. My turn. Demon Fang. Time to let it rip. You're mine.
This one's
Lunar
mine.
Rondo.
Pierce down. You're off. Flaming meteor. Inferno puppet. Look sharp.
Devastation coming through. Ha! Now. Scarlet Inferno. Demon Fang.
Lightning condensed!
Hurricane
Here I come.
This one's mine.
Feel the flame inside me. Yours to be let free.
Healing art!
Demon Fang.
Feel!
I can carve through armor.
Nothing gets
What do
by
the
me.
shiny ones give us? I forgot. Is it like more experience or more fucking points?
Take this.
This one's mine. I owe one back.
I owe you, Sion.
Oh,
Healing
dope.
is what my arts do best.
All mine can do is cause havoc and
Glad I got fucking wrecked there.
Coming through. Ha! Now. Scarlet Inferno.
Will this help?
Dragon form. It's too much.
Oh my god. What the fuck?
Here I come. Try harder. Demon Fang. This one's all mine. Eat this.
Jesus! Attack time!
Demon Take this. I owe you one.
Amazing. And just like that, I'm back in. Start by holding the front line. No sooner present.
Commander of Heaven.
Phoenix strike!
Step back. This one's all law.
Oh. We are definitely getting items
Hey,
though.
look at that enemy. It's shining.
Ooh, those guys. That's nice. And they're shining. No, go. We
What's
gotta
with
fight
that
it before
shining
this thing
foe?
goes down. Okay, we did it. Cool.
We're in for a long slog with this one.
Can't get out of this.
Black, this one's mine.
Demon Fang.
Flaming meteor. Sword up.
Damn it. Not today. Dragon form. Demon Fang.
Healing circle.
Take this.
Together.
Now! This ends now!
Consider yourself finished.
There you go, Alphen.
It's time to end this battle.
I'm right beside you. Right here! Raging
Do it.
Astral energy!
These guys get so
Say no more.
fucked. You can get their gauge up super quick.
Flare Demolisher.
Done.
Astral energy!
Say no more.
I just realized you don't have a mystic art.
Sprightlier than before.
What do you mean? I know I have one, I just don't know how to fucking use it, I think is probably the better way to say it. It's an art you unlock when you max a relationship with a character. Are you serious? Fuck. That's what I get for trying to spread out everything. I should have one. Where do you find them? Doesn't look like they're there. To execute an over limit, hold 2 of the following buttons with a 5+ combo before and using separate arts. Oh. So I have to do a 5 combo with separate arts. Every character unlocks them? Oh shit. Well, whatever. That's how these work. I was wondering why I keep doing Scarlet Overburst or whatever. Blazing Pillar, over limit, hold 2 of the following buttons with a 5x combo performed using separate arts. Oh god, alright, whatever. Fucking don't care. Oh, we got something for Dolahim too. Run.
This won't be easy.
Sucks.
Don't be such a pessimist.
You're mine!
Now you see what I can do!
Demon Fang!
How much longer, how many more hours do you think we have in the game? Are going in?
Scoundrels!
Sounds like a job for you truly.
In a bind?
Dragon Swarm! Demon Fang!
Do it!
Totally! In an instant!
Impact Claw!
Take it!
No escape!
Prepare to be seized, weak of foot. Actually, perhaps bound is more appropriate.
Let's talk some more doing.
Not today! Dragon Swarm! Demon Fang! Take this!
1 to 3 hours.
Demon Fang!
Okay.
Take this! Dragon Swarm! Here I come! Demon Fang!
Thanks, Shion.
Be careful not to overdo it.
I'm sorry.
Why am I out?
It's over! You're mine! Strike! You're finished! Take this! Dragon Swarm!
You've got a
I don't think I'm gonna stream New Game Plus.
That's what I like to hear.
As impressive as always.
I feel like we're just be beating a dead horse at this point. I think it's time to move on to a new game.
You're even better than ever.
I've never seen Sion actually look flustered.
Mirage! Coming through! Ha! Now! Scarlet Inferno!
There! One
Demon Fang!
Lightning can do it!
Totally! In an instant! Impact Claw!
Good to know my training is paying off.
I'm gonna New Game Plus it though. That's why I gotta get to work on my computer or work out there. And all right, let's fucking. Can we get both these guys? That would be fun. Hey, you, come here. Oh, fuck us. This is gonna be awful.
Feeling so hot.
Take it easy. You'll hurt yourself.
Why are you?
Sorry, didn't mean to make you worry.
It can hide itself? Amazing!
How do you like being pounded into shape?
In here.
Armor won't save you! Far enough!
Get on in there with the others.
This one's all mine!
The shadows.
Eat this!
More where that came from.
Dragon Swarm!
In here.
Demon Fang!
I'll take you all on! Ha! Flare the Malika!
Here.
Piercing Roar!
First aid. What would I do now? It looks like you got this one covered.
I'm not done! Demon Fang! Rising Wyvern!
Going in.
Dragon Swarm! Demon Fang!
Their arcs were interrupted.
Why did I switch characters?
Leave the ensnaring to me. Yeah, and the pummel to me.
This one's here. Let me help.
Try harder. Demon Fang. This one keeps charging us.
Oh my god! Kisara!
Leave it to you. Not today.
Last bosses are really endurance. I lit pause and took a break after taking down the boss you know about. Oh yeah.
Demon Fang.
Do I know about it? Whatever.
See what I can do.
Yeah, I guess we'll probably we'll get it done next week. Unless I decide to do something wacky this weekend. Oh, the Great Spirit one, yeah.
Not today. Demon Fang. Okay, here I go. Demon Fang. Try harder. My turn. Demon Fang. You're mine. Why'd you heal me?
To stop you dying?
Right. Dragon Swarm. I'm ready. Demon Fang.
Make it rain!
Totally. In an instant. Impact Cross.
Here's a healing arc!
Try harder. Now.
Guardian! Anything in armor is all mine! Let me out!
Cool. I love being paralyzed.
Glacial! I'll take you all on! Ha! Flare the Malisa!
You require a hand.
Take this! Thanks, Shion. Inferno!
Eat this. Demon Fang.
Here's a healing arc! Oh, too shy to come over!
You're mine.
My head's spinning!
Can't end
Fuck,
here.
man, I'm trying to fucking dodge. Smashing the dodge button. Nothing.
I don't have much left.
Not done yet. Demon Fang.
I can carve through all this one's mine. Far enough. That'll bring you down.
Oh, RCP is fucked. Why is this guy like way more of a problem than the fucking other guy?
Flame inside me. Yours to be let free. Dragon Swarm.
Pineapple gel time.
Demon Fang. You're mine. Demon Fang.
This one's mine.
You're mine. Demon Fang.
I owe you one for that. I'm ready to go.
No escape. Dragon Swarm.
I'll take you all on. Ha! Flare the Malisa!
I'll heal you
Oh,
all.
take that! Come over!
Demon Fang. Try harder. My turn. Thrust. Demon Fang. Prepare to be sealed.
Armor won't save you!
Annihilation! Thunder field!
Glacial
And come. Demon Fang.
Blade!
Not today. Dragon Swarm.
Here! This ends now!
Consider yourself finished.
God damn.
With your flames and my technique,
We're stronger together than we are apart.
Alright, we're just gonna have to save here. We're gonna have to save here. Dragon blood. Properties of any armor it's applied to? Whoa. That's cool. Alright. Okay, I'm gonna save here. We gotta figure out the next game, guys. Do you want to do Halo? Are we gonna do Halo? Or do you guys, like... I know you guys are planning a game. Because we're probably gonna start that next week. I need to make a fucking thumbnail, though, that means. God damn it. I'm gonna post something in Discord. We need to figure out what the next game is, because I need to make a thumbnail for it. Halo sounds the best. Means I need to make like fucking 5 or 6 thumbnails though, which sucks. For like every Halo game. Maybe I can make really easy ones. I don't know. Well, the thing with that is, like, I'm probably gonna pound those out really quick, but I guess you're right, that's probably the best way to do it. But those will take like a week or two. They're only like 10-hour games. You know, especially once I get in the flow of a first-person shooter again. Like, the first one will be rough, but the other ones I don't think will be that bad. So yeah, I don't know. Okay, whatever. I'll figure it out. All right. Hey, if you're watching on YouTube, thank you so much for watching. And this has been a good series. It's been a lot of fun. And we're almost at the end. So like 1 or 2 more episodes after this, we will beat the game. And then I will go... You guys like that burp? And then I will go and play New Game Plus by myself, I think. I still want to play it. All right, but yeah, thank you so much for watching on YouTube, and you guys are the best, and I'll talk to you guys all next time. Goodbye, YouTube.